It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey everybody, it's showtime. Geno Jones, showtime. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad that you are here. You are here with me. Now, my normal new start time is 7:30 p.m. Now, my normal days, Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 Central Time. Hello, Chicago. Hello, Houston. Hello, Memphis. Hello, Minneapolis. Hello, Milwaukee. Hello, New Orleans. Everybody on Central Time. Live in Los Angeles and Las Vegas, and from Seattle to Portland to Sacramento, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, San Diego, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, 4:30 p.m. on the West Coast, or 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Tell everybody to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe and share. Share the show. You can copy and paste the link in an email, copy and paste the link in a text message. Share the show. You can share it on your pages, everybody's page. You can tag their page. You have my permission. Also, once again, for those, thank you to those who have supported the show, made a financial contribution or financial gift to the show, to my media company. It's so important we support Black-owned media. So you can Zelle or Cash App your financial gift or contribution to the show. It is very important for the survival, not just survival, but the thriving and growing of the show, which allows me to not just survive and thrive, but to have a platform to help other businesses, especially Black-owned businesses, to grow. Let me help you grow your business. I'll tell you all about that. So you can Zelle me, use my email address, Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell it right there. So Zelle, Geno Jones Show. Cash App, $ Dad G Jones. $ capital D like Daddy, lowercase a, lowercase d like David. Capital G, capital J, lowercase o like Oprah, lowercase n like Nanette, lowercase e like Elephant, lowercase s like Sam. $ Dad G Jones. Okay, so 4th of July weekend is rapidly approaching. So, programming note from the top of the show, no live show, Thursday, July 3rd, Friday, July 4th. No live show, Monday, July 7th, Tuesday, July 8th. We'll be back on Wednesday, July 9th. It'll be the best of the Geno Jones Show. So, anytime, 24/7, any day of the week, holidays included, the Geno Jones Show is available right here on my YouTube channel. All of my episodes are archived. All 4.5 years of my show with all my great guests, from Ronald Isley and Lettucey and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and Kenny Lattimore and Howard Heward. So many, October London, new artists, new school, old school, Lenny Williams, my man Larry Dotson, lead singer of the Bar-Kays. I can't even name all the great artists. I've had Senator Cory Booker and just a whole lot of great guests on the show. So you can make it a binge watch weekend. So for the 4th of July, you don't have to sit around and watch those Tyler Perry movies. And no shade to Tyler. I like Tyler Perry, but you know, a lot of times, how many times can you watch Madea, Madea Does, or Madea Goes, or whatever the Madea movie is? Madea goes to jail. She go to the grocery store. Madea goes off. So just make it a Geno Jones Show. At the cookout, at the barbecue, just come to YouTube, come to my channel, and play all my back episodes. Check out my monologues and all my great guests. Essence Festival, and I didn't realize, because I was in a conversation, I was like, I haven't seen a lot of talk or promotion about the Essence Festival. So it is going on. It starts on Thursday, July 3rd. So let's see, I saw who's gonna be there this year. I think it said Janet is gonna be there this year. Let me do this. I'm gonna do this on live. And I think I saw Jill Scott. Oh, Maxwell. That was a big name. I do remember Maxwell gonna be there. Let me just do this. That's what I love about live TV. You can do stuff like this. Let's do, all right, Google. Who's performing at this year's Essence Festival? So I know this is gonna be Boyz II Men. What? Okay, like I said, Maxwell, big name, Boys to Men, the Isley Brothers. Shout out to Mr. Big, Ronald Isley, Summer Walker, Glorilla, the rapper from Memphis, from North. The 901, Jermaine Dupri is going to be there. Oh, wait, the performances, get ready up. Babyface, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Patti LaBelle, Jasmine Sullivan, Donnell Jones. Mr. P will also have his final performance at the festival. So all that's happening, there's going to be a tribute to Quincy Jones. And that's Babyface is going to perform that tribute with Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, and friends. Jill Scott and friends. Miss Patty, Jasmine Sullivan, Money Long, Donnell Jones. So, all right, Maxwell. That's going to turn out. So no Janet. I thought it was Janet. No Janet Jackson. So I'm glad I checked that out for you. So I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, let me shift gears here. So let me do this first. Because I've said this and I have used this quote and quoted this part of a speech from Malcolm X. Way back, the speech was, Malcolm gave the speech May 22nd, 1962, 63 years ago. The most disrespected, unprotected, neglected person in America is a black woman. So the verdict came out in the Diddy trial, Sean Diddy Combs trial. So he was found guilty of transportation of prostitution, transportation engaging in prostitution, transportation involving prostitution. But in terms of running a criminal enterprise, or they call that like a RICO charge, racketeering, found out not guilty, and 2 counts of sex trafficking, he was found not guilty. Now, he was charged with running a criminal enterprise, sex trafficking, because he flew his girlfriend at the time, Cassie, and another young lady, allegedly one of 50 Cent's baby mamas, I guess across state lines, took them across state lines, and he hired these male sex workers. So that was the transportation engaging or involving prostitution. Those were the 2 felony counts. It was something called the Mann Act. You can Google that. I'm not an attorney. And I tried to get my man, our legal expert, Sean Mitchell, but he's in meetings right now. Now, what is the most disrespected, unprotected, and neglected person in America? Being a black woman. That's the legendary quote from Malcolm X 63 years ago. What does that have to do with this Diddy trial? And before you say, well, Cassie ain't really black, she ain't black. I'm not today. Not with me, I'm just not the one. Okay. Because Cassie wasn't the only woman that, we saw the video of Cassie, that we saw. But there were women who testified to Diddy's violence with other women, but once again, he was not. This was a federal trial, and he was not charged with domestic violence because you couldn't dispute that. We all saw that. We saw that video. We saw that video of Diddy kicking Cassie in that hotel. Whatever, I don't know what floor it was. She was trying to get on an elevator, and we saw the video of him kicking her and dragging her. We saw that. Can't unsee that. So there's no dispute to that. Even his defense attorneys basically was like, well, what you saw was domestic violence, but that's not what he was on trial for. So, and once again, I'm not an attorney. There's no official, which is crazy. There's no official law for domestic violence. And I wish I could get Sean on the phone, but I'll talk to him. We'll get him, And I'll come back to that. But we know what we saw. We saw the video. We saw domestic violence. We saw physical abuse. We saw domestic. He kicked a woman multiple times, drug her like she was a little rag doll, like she was a piece of luggage, dragged her. The hotel floor. So, this is what I have to say on this show that has my name on it. And I've had this conversation before, and I want to speak to men in general, because this is not something that is exclusive to black men. Not at all. Not at all. It is part of misogyny and sexism and patriarchy. So, but here's my challenge, and really to all men. And I'm not just going to limit it to black men. Here's a challenge to all men. But I do want to speak specifically to our culture and our community, and to black men, being a black man myself. And as a man, speaking to all men. So we got to change the game. What do I mean by that? We got to change the game, meaning that we have to really learn to, and many of us, the majority of us do. But what the majority of us men who don't engage in that behavior, who do respect women and would protect a woman if we see her being a victim, we have got to just really raise the stakes, and we have to really create a culture, because there's an element in all of our communities as men to where men are defending this once again. And I'm a man, so I'm giving it to you straight from a man. And the majority of men have not tolerated what they saw in that video with Diddy dragging and kicking Cassie. But we especially in our culture, man, we have really got to change the game. And what may have been cool in the 90s, what may have been okay in the 80s, in the 70s or the 80s, what may have been okay in the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s, it's not cool. It is not acceptable in 2025. We are not doing this. We are not allowing it. We're not allowing it. We're not tolerating it. We're not condoning it. With our silence, we are not going to co-sign it. We're not going to excuse it. We're not going to say, but what about? And well, she was a freak and she could have left. She was 19. And basically, not just groomed, but this man basically got her in this web to where she had to depend on him for her existence. And when she got away, he asked her mom, basically, you want to get your daughter back, you got to give me something like $20,000. That came out in open testimony in court. So now allegedly, he supposedly gave Cassie's mother her money back eventually. Who would do that kind of shit? Look, personally, I don't have no beef with Diddy. But the truth is, people knew that Diddy had a violent streak. Now, did we know to this level after the trial? No, I didn't know, but I'm not. And the whole thing with the freak offs, because I'm not talking about that. But I'm using this trial because there are millions of women that are looking at that. And even though, once again, this was not a domestic violence case, and he was not charged with domestic violence, but the prosecution used the domestic violence that the world saw on video to charge him with these other charges. And out of all these other charges, running a criminal enterprise and sex trafficking and the transportation of prostitution. He only got charged with the prostitution charges. But what we have to address, man, what we have to be real about is that there are millions of women that look at this and say, this is why women don't say anything. Because men would be like, well, she was just a gold digger. She could have just left. She was loving this. She was loving being freaky. She was getting high and he was buying that stuff. Yeah, he bought that to control her. He controlled her with his money and his power and the fear of violence. And then even when she wanted to get away, which you saw on video, when she was trying to get away, literally he physically used abuse and violence to drag her back to that hotel room. This man was 30 when he started dating her. She was 19. We got to, listen, we have to change the game, fellas. Right here, right now, today. We are just not going to tolerate that behavior from anybody. I don't give a damn if it's your fraternity brother. I don't care if it's your biological brother. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your boss, your homie, dude you play ball with, or chase women with, or whatever. It don't matter, and I don't care. But we, men, have to change the game. Period, full stop. We have to change the game and really make a commitment to protect and respect women and make them feel protected and respected. Period, full stop. Period, full stop. And I'll just keep it short and sweet. Go find a video of Diddy dragging Cassie, whatever, I don't know what floor that hotel it was, that hotel floor, when she was trying to get on the elevator and his ass ran out of the room, damn near butt ass naked. The only thing he had on around him was a towel. He runs out of his suite or hotel room with nothing on but a white towel. And then he grabs her and he kicks her when she's on the ground. He's kicking her. And then he drags her like he was just dragging furniture. I want you to look at that video. And I want you to look at it several times. And then when you do that, I want you to close your eyes. And then I want you, when your eyes are closed, I want you to see your daughter as the young woman in that video. I want you to see, instead of Cassie in that video, I want you to see your mother as that woman in that video. I want you to see your sister as that woman in your video. I want you to see your aunt as the woman in that video. I want you to see your niece as that woman in the video. I want you to see your goddaughter as the woman in that video. And yeah, I get it that, there's some civil suits. There are men who have accused Diddy of sexual assault. I get that. But this conversation is about the most disrespected and unprotected and neglected person in America, a black woman specifically. And yes, Cassie may not have been like full African American, she's a woman of color. She's close enough. There's some African blood somewhere in there. She got enough melanin somewhere in that family DNA There's some African blood in there, I guarantee you. Because she wouldn't have got that melanin just by accident. But that is not the point. The point is that we as men have to change the game. And the majority of us who don't engage in that behavior, we are the vast majority. But we have to change the game and make it clear. Make it clear and make it known that whatever we used to tolerate or think it was okay, I didn't want to speak on, or well, it ain't none of your business, it's our business. If you do it, it's my business. Because that's somebody's sister. That's somebody's daughter. Cassie was somebody's daughter. Somebody's sister. Somebody's niece. She wasn't a mother at the time. Look at that video of Diddy abusing Cassie. Close your eyes and see your daughter or your mother or your sister or your niece or your aunt or your goddaughter as the woman in that video that Diddy is kicking and dragging. And then let me know how you would react then. And if you would be okay with it and say, well, it's her fault and she shouldn't have been with him and, you know, she was loving it, then shame on you. Because if you could see that and that be your daughter or your mother or your niece or your aunt, and you would somehow blame her, then you are less than a man. And I am looking you in your eyes if you were looking at this show, and I'm saying that to your face through this camera. And I would say it to your face if you were standing here. And that is not unacceptable. If that's your definition of being a man, then we don't F with you. We don't. We don't fuck with you. And I said it like that purposely because that is the attitude. That is the standard that we have to set. Period. Full stop. No excuses. Now, whatever trauma you are dealing with, let's have that conversation. And if you are willing to get some help, we'll help you. Whatever. If you need to talk to somebody, you just want to vent. You've been hurt. Hurt people. I get all that. Unresolved trauma, you can get help for that. But we are not going to allow you to use trauma in your life as an excuse for you to traumatize someone else, especially a woman or anybody. But this show, this subject is about the most disrespected, unprotected, neglected person in America. That is my call to action as we enjoy this holiday weekend, as I continue to celebrate Juneteenth. So this is America's birthday on Friday, but we're still celebrating our independence as Black Americans, June 19th. So thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and especially you, God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Jones Show live. Monday through Friday, new start time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Got that? 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Time, West Coast Time. Tell everybody to subscribe to the YouTube channel that says Geno Jones right there. You'll see the Geno Jones Show. Subscribe to my channel. Be sure to give me that thumbs up. That's important. YouTube, they look at that. Let's go ahead and let them algorithms know what's happening, and they'll figure that out by the amount of times you click on the show, the amount of times you watch the show, how long you watch the show. Leave your comments. They track the comments. They track YouTube tracks it all, and they track the likes. All that helps me to become a YouTube partner in terms of the YouTube. My subscribers, now I'm only about Ooh, yeah, I'm less than 120 new subscribers. I'm only about 118 new subscribers from becoming a YouTube partner, meaning my media company on the show will get a monthly income, get that bag from YouTube every month, get that monthly check from YouTube. So thank you for your support. So tell everybody at the backyard barbecue, cookout, family reunion for the 4th of July, be sure to play the show at all your cookouts and barbecues and family reunions, and tell everybody to subscribe to the show and to support the show financially. They can do that. You can cash app me. You can cash app my show, my media company, $ Dad G Jones, $ capital D like David, lowercase a, like Apple, lowercase d like David, capital G like Geno, capital J like Jones, lowercase o like Oprah, lowercase n like Nanette, lowercase e like extra, lowercase s like Sam. $ Dad G Jones, Cash App, Zelle, Geno Jones Show. Just use my email address, Geno Jones Show. That's how you spell it. No, the shout out to Mr. Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show, the CEO, designer cuts here in the Charleston, South Carolina metro. Check him out on Instagram, Kelby Cutting Up, KELBECUTTINUP, Kelby Cutting Up. Allie Jones, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the show. Check out Allie and her Lexi Jones collection, LX.N like Nanette, C like Charlie, L like Lexi _ LX.N CL _. Big shout out to Bruce Gage, wardrobe consultant and stylist. To the show, check out his Mario Uomo collection and the Flyball collection. Mario UOMO, that's Uomo. Mario MARIO, Mario UOMO. All right, thank you everybody. Thank you. Also, the show is interactive when I'm on camera live. So you got a comment, you got a question, you want me to shout you out, whatever you got going on, birthday, anniversary, got a new job, got a new man, got a new woman, got rid of that lousy, trifling, no good man or woman you had, whatever it is, just let me know. Jump in my chat room when I'm on camera live and type your name, let me know where you're from, and whatever your question or comment or request, we'll make it happen for you. All right, enjoy this holiday weekend, everybody. We will see you live next Wednesday. So live, the next live edition of the show is going to be next Wednesday. It's going to be July 9th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 4:30 p.m. West Coast Time. But in the meantime, binge watch all my back episodes, the Geno Jones Show, every episode right here, 24/7. 365 days a year on the Geno Jones Show YouTube channel. Thank you. I love you. Have fun. Be safe out there, everybody. Have a safe 4th of July weekend. Or it's me continuing to celebrate Juneteenth. Just whatever you got going on, just have fun. Be safe. Enjoy and love on your family. And enjoy binge watching all my back episodes and live next Wednesday, July 9th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, live right here, me and you, next Wednesday.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.